Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Nasdaq 100. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on higher time frame on 1 hour now, we are still looking at this higher time frame W, X and Y coming down. Now this Y I've labeled as a WXY as well. Again, that is not by the original Elliott Wave principle, but again, nowadays the markets seem to be a bit different since then, and therefore I do like the look of this WXY better than the other scenarios out there. Other one would be this, in which we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into an A wave, then 3-way pullback somehow. Have not gotten to the 38.2, which I would like to have for the wave B. So again, we would need to rally up a bit more around the 12.5k for this to be even possible for me. But again, today we're tracking this count instead, as this is my main. In wave Y, we would have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A wave, then looking for a 3-way pullback, and then again a C wave. Now it is not 100% clear whether this is the wave B down here or completed up here, or wave B is here. We have two scenarios for that, and the only difference is at the end, if this is indeed a 1, 2, then we are going to be having a 3, 4 at some point. If this is indeed a part of a B wave, which is again this structure, we could be having it here. Now at the moment, it does look like this is an impulsive structure coming down. So it is still possible that we are having this as some kind of connector down here, and then we would do something like this. This is not outruled by any means, and we have retraced enough here of this move that this indeed is a possibility to do that. So this is a flat, or that is a possibility of being a flat. Okay, so in here, keeping these things in mind, we have the possibility of having this completed still as a WXY up here, in which we have again in the wave X we have A, B and C, 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it is not that pretty. It gets the minimum extension target of 0.76 or 0.618 of this A wave for the C wave, but yeah, it's not that pretty. Then for the wave Y here, we would have A, B and C. I had labeled this as a possibility of being 1, 2, 3 as well, and we did go right into the 2.236, but did not go beyond the 2.618, which is again very unlikely for the C wave to go to. So indeed at the moment it is definitely looking more like it is a C wave instead of a third wave. What makes it even less likely is that this indeed looks more like an impulse wave structure, and we have gone beyond the 0.5 retracement of this third wave already here. So the wave 4 is pretty much very close to being invalidated. Invalidation comes in here at around 1100 or 11,682, in which again the wave 4 would overlap with wave 1 and would invalidate that idea completely. So before that, until that price, I'm still going to be keeping this in the charts. The other scenario is indeed that we had that 3-way structure in here completed, and now we would be having this as a 1, 2 and so on. To me, this is not likely. Why? Because the wave 2 retraced so much of this wave 1. It is very uncommon for this to be the case if such retracements occur. Also in the other indices, such as S&P 500, we don't really have a good looking 5-way structure. Instead, this wave 2 here was like so in S&P 500, so we can't have a really good looking 1, 2 setup there. So that's why I don't prefer this idea. Now let's take a look at this structure over here, and with the preferred setup as this. So overall, again, 3-way structure possibly completed. Again, there is a possibility of this being a C wave of this kind of structure, and we are then connecting that to here. But we'll worry about that one if that time comes. In here, let's go back to maybe 5 minutes to see all the structures inside. So this is the more bearish count, again starting from the highs of 12.2k, and here we could see a 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 extended fifth, or we could have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. RSI is not really telling us too much. It does not really matter if the wave 3 and 4 is here, or it's up here. The main point or main idea here is that wave 1 is again here, ending around the $12,000 area. Then we have some kind of wave or 3-year pullback here. Whether it is indeed up to here or here, I'm not sure. If we are placing it here, it looks better as we don't have really big retracements on either the wave 2 or the wave 4 here. So that's why I had it here. Again, wave 4 is really weird looking if we are trying to see it properly here. But again, as we did overlap here with this previous structure, we can't have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and instead we have to have this as another 1, 2. Okay, then again another 1, 2. Again we are overlapping, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into third wave, and then we are currently consolidating here. Not sure if this is the fourth wave or this is still part of this previous structure over here, but this definitely looks quite okay as a 5-way structure. We do have that divergence on these lows, so it makes sense that we have a finished third wave here. Now, to say that out loud is kind of weird, since we don't have that extension of 1.618 even close. This third wave is smaller than wave 1. That is uncommon. That needs to be said. So it is possible still that this is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this structure here would be another 1, 2. Again, confirmation for that would be if we are going to be breaking this here. Well, yeah, that would be the confirmation. Even if we placed wave 5 here, we can't have the fourth wave coming back to these areas. So yeah, 1 and 1 both are here. So that would invalidate that idea of this being a third here. So instead, if the price gets back up to these areas of around the 11.88k, then we would have this as another 1, 2. Again, invalidation of that idea would be around 11.917. But yeah, that is the bearish thoughts, very bearish counts. So many 1, 2s, same as with Bitcoin. Again, I did not present the most bullish version on the Bitcoin, as there was not that kind of a setup there. For the Nasdaq, however, to me it looks pretty okay if we are doing something like this as well, in which we have an A, B, and C, 5, 3, 5, again a zigzag pattern. Then 3 waves back into wave X. Wave X is kind of small. Let's see actually how much did it retrace. Right around the 38.2, which is again what I like. And then again another A, B, and C. However long this is going to be taking to finish. The extensions here, or the targets, are around, yeah, almost to the 1.618. Very common target. 1.382 as well, very common. In here, however, if we're looking at the substructures, we would want to say that this is a 1, 2. Then this would be the 3, 4, and 5 would be very small. So not kind of liking that too much. It's still possible that we are consolidating for the wave 4 and then dropping down for the fifth wave. If this goes beyond the 2.236 extension here, around 11.6k area, then it is more likely to be the bearish scenario, or even more likely. Now, how does this this structure here, this so-called bullish scenario, fit into anything? And of that, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. It's possible that we are still creating some kind of mess here, something like this, and this could be that wave 4 that we were talking about in here in this count. But is that likely? Not really. Again, more than 0.5 retraced already. We are having this volume here coming in. That is going to be some kind of support right at that volume profile. Again, if we're going to be dropping down, even more volume coming down here, point of control right around the invalidation of that idea. But we'll see what turns out to be the case. I'm still short on Nasdaq, and this is not telling yet that I need to be getting out of my short. But that is pretty much everything I wanted to share today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.